Wrestling Extravaganza by Global Wrestling Alliance. I am Joe Davis, and we're live from Seattle, Washington. Thank you for joining us for Star Spangled Beat Down.
Introducing the challengers, the Warrior of the Sun, Saray, and Io Shirai, the Spitfire Warriors.
We open the show tonight with women's tag team action for the Women's World Tag Team titles. The challengers, the Spitfire Warriors, Io Shirai, and the Warrior of the Sun, Saray. They have been on fire as of late and are looking very impressive, looking to take the Women's World Tag Team titles right here tonight. But to do it, they got to go through the Dangerous Alliance.
Introducing the champions, they are the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Dangerous Alliance.
The Dangerous Alliance, the GWA Women's World Tag Team Champions, the duo of Amaya Stevens and Shelly Bennett, two former Women's World Champions in their own right, but together, as a duo, as a team, they have indeed been a dangerous alliance. They have put the entire women's division on notice as the first Women's World Tag Team Champions. The Dangerous Alliance, coming into this match, you're looking to just ground and pound their opposition into dust. But if Io Shirai and Saray can take to the sky, speed up the process, speed up the match a little bit, then they just may have a chance to dethrone the champions. Get one last look at the number one contenders. And one final look at the champions. The champions will hand the hardware over to the official. And we're just about to get this matchup and this night underway. A night that has so much riding on it. The Women's World Tag Team Champions on the line. Saray starting off with Shelly Bennett. A block by Saray. And a shot by Bennett. Bennett now trying to control Saray. Nothing doing. Elbows to the red basket. To the far side. And the crucifix into the pin. One. And only one. Saray trying to surprise Shelly Bennett right out of the gate. A quick pin could cost the Dangerous Alliance the Women's World Tag Team titles. This is the first of 5 championship matches here tonight. Saray over the top into the floor. And again, the first of 5 championship matches on the night. We will see the United States Heavyweight title defended later on tonight. We will see the World Tag Team Championships on the line. And we are guaranteed a brand new GWA Heavyweight Champion of the World. They will be crowned right here in our main event tonight at Star Spangled Beat Down. These ladies just giving it their all on the outside of the ring here. Saray taking control. She's going to get back into the ring. The official up to 6. Saray going to step back out. Oh my goodness! Senton off the apron to the floor. Saray throwing caution to the wind. They will stop at nothing. Will the Spitfire Warriors to win the World Tag Team titles? Cover. 1. And only a 1. How in the hell did Shelly Bennett kick out of that? The senton from the apron to the floor by Saray. And now into the corner. Tag, and in comes Io Shirai. Snapmare by Saray. Meteora by Io Shirai. Cover by Shirai. 1. And still only a 1. Shelly Bennett, tough as nails. Not going to give this one up easily. And now the Dragon Screw by Io Shirai, and sending the leg into the canvas, working over the left leg, and down with the double knees right into the girts. Cover. 1. And only a 1 yet again. Now, Shelly Bennett having to use a lot of energy to continue to kick out of all these covers. But kicking out at 1 each and every time has got to be discouraging to the Spitfire Warriors. And look at that shot by Shelly Bennett. That's going to give her enough time. Tag. In comes Amaya Stevens. Stevens with a cover. 1, 2, and that flurry of offense by Shelly Bennett gave Amaya Stevens a 2 count. And Stevens already back to tag back out, and Shelly Bennett back in. I'm going to have to question that by the champions. Shirai with the block. Kick, and another roundhouse right to the side of the head to Shelly Bennett. Io Shirai, look at this strike. Deadlift, German suplex. 1, 2, no. So very close. 1 second away of having new World Tag Team Champions here. Shelly Bennett gets the knee up right in the side of the head. And a block by Bennett. Bennett now with a choke slam into the backbreaker for a second time. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No, not a 3. Not a 3, but that was so very close. Io Shirai barely staying in this thing. Now some well-placed elbows to try to gain some distance, try to break up the momentum of Bennett. Bennett now with a shot, and across the right to the side of the head. The boot catches a flush. 1, 2, no. And that's surprising. We've seen Shelly Bennett win many a matches with that kick to the side of the head. But Io Shirai somehow kicks out, and Shirai pops up to her feet. Forearm shot right into the kidney area. And scoop. No. Look at this. Backslide by Shirai. 1. No. Bennett immediately kicks back out again. And now Shirai sending Bennett to the ropes. They collide. Shoulder block. And look at this. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors by Io Shirai. She'll use that opportunity to make the tag. And in comes the Warrior of the Sun. Saray with a tag. Amaya Stevens now in as well. Crucifix into the pin. 1. And no, only a 1 that time as well. Double stomp to the spine. Make that a double. Drops the elbow. And Stevens with the knee to the side of the head of Saray. Saray sent to the corner. Kicks right to the leg. Elbow by Saray. Forearm shot. Saray fighting out of the corner. And the furious flurry by Amaya Stevens. That could be it. 1, 2, 3. No. Saray gets the right shoulder up at just the last moment. Now into the armbar. Ripping and tearing at the tendons of Saray. Saray fighting back with everything she's got. Shots right to the face to break up the submission hold. And what a shot by Saray. Catches Stevens flush right on the chin. Tag, and in comes Io Shirai. Shirai walks right into the spine buster. What a match to start off. Star Spangled Beat Down. Stevens back in. And another flurry of offense by Stevens. One. The pinfall broken up by Saray. And Saray over the top into the floor, and Stevens will go right after her. And shot by Io Shirai. That one rocked Shelly Bennett. Kick to the midsection. Double underhook. Plants Shelly Bennett to center of the ring. 1, 2, 3. And the Spitfire Warriors have done it. And this is how she did it. Shirai with the double underhook, face buster, center of the ring, the cover, and we have new World Women's Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners and the new Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Tag Team Champions, Io Shirai and the Warrior of the Sun, Saray, the Spitfire Warriors.
We have new Women's World Tag Team Champions, and it's the Spitfire Warriors. Well, we've just seen one championship change hands. Will a second one? The United States Championship is on the line. Aleksander Sokolov challenging Chris Vandiver 2 weeks ago. And this is a week after Aleksander Sokolov challenged Chris Vandiver. He would then assault Vandiver before he could even get to the ring. And last week, Aleksander Sokolov was set for one-on-one action against Justin Reed. Chris Vandiver would not let him walk away from that match. And finally, just 2 nights ago, after a victory for Chris Vandiver, Vandiver would be assaulted yet again by the Russian Gladiator. First, the shot to the back of the head, and then this, with the championship belt right to the face. It's gotten personal between these two. That leads us to tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Championship.
That is one scary individual, ladies and gentlemen. The Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov, being escorted to the ring by his wife, Maria Sokolov, a former GWA heavyweight champion of the world, looking to add the United States Heavyweight Championship to his resume if he can knock off Chris Vandiver here tonight at Star Spangled Beat Down. Sokolov looking as intense as always. You think that man's prepared? All you gotta do is look into his eyes. Being driven down to the ring by his wife, Lilith Vandiver. The United States Heavyweight Champion, Chris Vandiver. This match I've been looking forward to. We know the history between Aleksander Sokolov and Chris Vandiver. Hell, we know the history between the Sokolovs and the Vandivers overall. This rivalry goes back a while, usually with Aleksander getting the better of Chris Vandiver. But the stakes are even higher tonight as the United States Heavyweight title is on the line. We are going to send it down to the ring and get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from St. Petersburg, Russia, weighing in at 260 pounds, the Russian Gladiator, Aleksander Sokolov. And introducing the champion from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 232 pounds. He is the Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Chris Vandiver.
And the introductions have been made. Chris Vandiver hands over the United States Heavyweight title. Aleksander Sokolov will get a look at it. That's what it's all about for these two men. This one is about the championship. It's about pride. It's about ego. These two men go to war right now. Lock up, center of the ring. Sokolov sends Vandiver to the corner. And Sokolov hip blocks Vandiver, sends him all the way across the ring. Follows it up with the short arm clothesline. These two have had some real battles in the past. This one's shaping up to be a real doozy. And Chris Vandiver firing away. Clubbing blows right to the spine. Drops the elbow right into the sternum. And Chris Vandiver now with a stiff kick right into the spine. Vandiver in control of the Russian Gladiator. Forearm shot catches Sokolov right on the chin. And full head of steam. What a shot! Catches Sokolov right in the face. Cover here, that could do it. Well, no, wait, excuse me. After a shot like that and not even a one count, and now Maria Sokolov distracting the United States Heavyweight Champion and Aleksander. Aleksander's going to take advantage. No, wait a second. Vandiver with some elbows right in the face. I thought the distraction by Maria Sokolov was going to allow Aleksander to gain the upper hand, but I think Chris Vandiver saw that one coming. But now, Sokolov in control of Vandiver, sends him face first into the top turnbuckle. Now, stomping away at Chris Vandiver. And here's the cover. One, and only a one for Sokolov. Sokolov still looking very impressive on a week-to-week basis. But Chris Vandiver, since his return, has never looked better. He's in the best shape of his life, and he has been on a roll. Sokolov buries the knee. Elbow, a couple of them by Chris Vandiver. Headbutt to the back of the head. And now Vandiver in control, sending Sokolov to the corner. And up on the top, and shoves Sokolov off the top rope in a nasty fall. Where the hell's Vandiver going? Chris Vandiver from the attic with the elbow to the outside. Chris Vandiver throwing caution to the wind. Sokolov back in the ring now. And Sokolov still trying to battle back. How much did that diving elbow off the top to the floor, how much did that take out of Chris Vandiver? Now head first into the buckle, and Sokolov is already back on the attack. Sokolov now punishing Chris Vandiver. And Maria Sokolov now throwing a steel chair into the ring. The official needs to get that out of there. 1, 2, no, so close. I thought we could have had a new United States Heavyweight Champion right there. Drops the elbow right into the back of the head. And Sokolov now slamming the back of the head of Chris Vandiver into the canvas. And Vandiver able to escape. And caught once again. Swinging neck breaker. And Sokolov has Vandiver right where he wants him. Jawbreaker. And a knockdown. Make that a double. Chris Vandiver ducks underneath. High elevation on the drop kick. And Chris Vandiver is firing on all cylinders. Chris Vandiver. Van Cutter. But the foot of Aleksander Sokolov under the bottom rope will break up the cover. Couple open hand strikes by Chris Vandiver, sending Sokolov back to the corner yet again. European uppercut finds its mark. Vandiver going upstairs once again. Another diving elbow into the cover, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, and no! The official says 2. Aleksander Sokolov gets the left shoulder up in just the nick of time, and Chris Vandiver simply couldn't believe it. And Vandiver looking to put this one away. Block by Sokolov. And a rake of the eyes. Rakes the eyes and follows it with the twisted Russian suplex. Cover, new champion. 1, 2, no. And still Chris Vandiver fights off the canvas. Now Sokolov has Vandiver right where he wants him. Reversal into the fireman's carry. And now Vandiver. Well, Vandiver was teeing off. Another block. And Vandiver again teeing off on Aleksander Sokolov. Sokolov against the ropes. Sent across. And Vandiver hits it. The cover. 1, 2, 3. And Chris Vandiver retains the United States Heavyweight title. Here's how he did it. Super Van Cutter off the top rope. Maria Sokolov tried to do everything she could to distract the official. Didn't work. And Chris Vandiver retains.
Here is your winner, and still Global Wrestling Alliance United States Heavyweight Champion, Chris Vandiver.
Chris Vandiver knocked off his biggest rival in Aleksander Sokolov, and in doing so, he will continue his reign as United States Heavyweight Champion. Well, we know now who's walking out of this arena tonight as the United States Champion, but who is going to be his next challenger? We're going to find out next. Number 1 contenders match, Justin Reed takes on Mr. Amazing, Ray Snyder.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Eugene, Oregon, weighing in at 168 pounds, Justin Reed.
The Lightning Kid, Justin Reed, looking for another opportunity to go after the United States Heavyweight Championship. He's got a chance to do that right here tonight at Star Spangled Beat Down, but he's got an old veteran that's going to be standing in his way.
And his opponent from Northridge, California, weighing in at 332 pounds, Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder.
Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder knows every dirty trick in the book. Justin Reed is going to have eyes in the back of his head. He's going to have to keep an eye out for every last dirty trick that Mr. Amazing Ray Snyder knows. Because if he doesn't, Ray Snyder will be walking out of here tonight as the new #1 contender for the United States Heavyweight Championship. #1 contendership up for grabs. Justin Reed, Ray Snyder. The bell sounds and we're underway. A lock up center of the ring. Neither man gaining the advantage, and Snyder just tosses Reed to the canvas. In all fairness, Ray Snyder is about 2 of Justin Reed. So Reed is going to have to use all of his speed, his agility, his quickness to take down one. And only one that time, but he's going to have to use all of that speed and quickness to his advantage on the much bigger, slower Ray Snyder. Head first into the buckle. And gets the feet up, kicks Snyder right in the face. And Snyder, once again, just shoves Reed to the canvas. Drops the knee right into the spine. Down across the back. And cover now by Mr. Amazing. One, not even the one. Justin Reed immediately off the canvas. This young man has a lot of courage. He's got a lot of fight. He's got the heart of a lion. Fist drop right in the face. Right on the bridge of the nose. Cover. 1, 2, no. Only the one that time. And Snyder already thinking he's got this one wrapped up. But he better not sleep on Justin Reed. Gut wrench suplex, but right now Reed is taking a beating. It's a blatant choke, referee. Snyder drops the elbow. 1, 2, and a 2 this time. Justin Reed slowly being worn down. But this match is going to be over very soon if he can't mount some kind of offense against Ray Snyder. For the second time, whipped into the corner with such velocity, popped right back out of the corner. And third time into the corner. Sending Reed face first into the buckle. And Reed fighting out of the corner. Chop by Snyder. Shoving Reed back down to the canvas yet again. Drops the knee. So far, it has been all Ray Snyder. Duck underneath. Shoved back to the canvas. Justin Reed simply can't get anything going. Ray Snyder just too big and too powerful. Snyder now locks up with Reed. Twisting suplex. Cover. 1, 2, 3. No. Justin Reed barely gets the kick out in time. And a shot right to the Gertz. And the super kick! The super kick out of nowhere by Justin Reed! Reed now to the top. Justin Reed, I think he went for the super lightning leg, misjudged the angle. And a crucial mistake by Justin Reed there, missed the enziguri, straight right hand right to the face. A small ember of hope there for Justin Reed. Misjudged his jump from the top rope, but he hits the lightning leg. It's over. 1, 2, no. The lightning leg, not enough to put down Ray Snyder. But Justin Reed stays on the attack, drops the elbow, but nobody home. Clubbing blow by Ray Snyder. Snyder now drops the elbow right into the chest cavity. And Snyder now crosses the legs, and the crisscross Boston Crab by Mr. Amazing. Justin Reed's got nowhere to go, and now he's really wrenching back. And Justin Reed has nowhere to go. Ray Snyder, victorious here tonight. The patented crisscross Boston Crab with all of that torque. And Justin Reed couldn't take the pain. The #1 contender for the United States heavyweight title, wait a minute. Oh, come on! You bastard! Get the hell out of the ring! Somebody get him out of there! Ladies and gentlemen, the Women's World Championship is on the line next. Here's how we got here. 3 weeks ago, the superstar Halie Nolan defeated Whitney Duncan to become the #1 contender, and then there's been issues ever since between her and Tammy Mullins. 2 weeks ago, Halie Nolan set for one-on-one action. Tammy Mullins came down to ringside. These two came face to face, almost came to blows, but then this, bam, a collision with Lacey Evans. And last week, Whitney Duncan getting the upper hand on Halie Nolan, tried to leave, and Tammy Mullins wasn't having it, sent right back into the ring, into the waiting arms. The frog splash, and essentially, in a way that cost Halie Nolan the matchup. And then, just 2 nights ago, they were set to team up together, but the Women's World Champion, Tammy Mullins, walked out on her partner, and in an interview between then and now, Tammy Mullins stated the only thing she did was what Halie Nolan would have done to her had she gotten the opportunity. That leads us to the championship match coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Championship.
The self-proclaimed superstar Halie Nolan making her way down to the ring to challenge for the most coveted prize in all of women's wrestling, the GWA Women's World Championship. Currently being held by the second longest reigning GWA Women's World Champion in history, Wild Thing Tammy Mullins. And here she comes. And yes, you heard me right. Tammy Mullins, the second longest reigning Women's World Champion in GWA history. The only woman to hold the Women's World Championship longer than Tammy Mullins, the woman she took it from, Amaya Stevens. And Stevens' reign at this point is only 7 days longer than Tammy Mullins. Tammy Mullins standing at 120 days, the record 127, looking to extend her reign and break that record with a successful title defense here tonight. We're going to send it down to the ring. We're going to get the official introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, the superstar, Halie Nolan. And introducing the champion from Toluca Lake, California, she's the Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, Wild Thing, Tammy Mullins.
And now with the introductions out of the way, Tammy Mullins hands over the Women's World Championship. Halie Nolan knows what she's fighting for. There it is. The most coveted women's championship in all of professional wrestling. So much riding on this matchup for both these ladies. The bell sounds, and right out of the gate, Nolan charges at Mullins, but Mullins, too strong, takes over. And there's a knee strike, and look at this, submission right in the ropes, but that is an illegal submission move. So far, we've seen one championship change hands, and we've seen another successfully defended. Will we see another change hands? Or will we see another successfully defended in this match? Only time will tell. Looking to defend. 1, 2, and a 2 count for the champion. Almost a successful title defense right there. Forearm shot by Wild Thing. Face first goes the superstar. Standing moonsault, but no water in the pool for Tammy Mullins. Meteora into the cover. 1, 2, no. 2 count for Halie Nolan. Nolan sent over the top and down across the top rope, and Nolan falls right to the floor, almost in the front row. And tries to go out after her, being restrained now by the official, but now she gets out after her. And Mullins sent into the steps. Mullins trips her up, however, and Nolan to the floor. Gets her knee slammed right into the floor. And ducks underneath the roundhouse kick does Nolan, sending Mullins to the guardrail. Head first. And these ladies going at it on the outside of the ring, right near the front row. These fans getting the best seat in the house. Now back into the ring. And Nolan now going for the cover. 1. And Mullins kicks out at 1. Thrust kick by Nolan. And swinging neck breaker by the superstar. Halie Nolan in the driver's seat at the moment. And backbreaker follows it up with the neck breaker. Another cover. 1. And still only a 1 for Halie Nolan. Still to come, the GWA World Tag Team titles on the line as the Pitbulls will challenge Sergio Dondelinger and his partner Bob Nolan with a crazy look in her eye. A suicide dive wipes out Tammy Mullins. And the capacity crowd here really appreciates that, even though normally they are behind Tammy Mullins, but how can you not cheer for that athleticism? And still didn't even get a one. Didn't even get a one out of that. Halie Nolan risking her own safety. Meteor off the middle rope. And Halie Nolan was really taking it to Mullins, but missed the elbow drop there. Another thrust kick, another shot right on the chin. Follows that up with the elbow. Halie Nolan right now really has Tammy Mullins' number. Frog splash, but Tammy Mullins got the knees up. And Mullins turns it around into the face buster. And just like that, wild thing, Tammy Mullins gains control. Standing moonsault. Into the cover, that could be all. 1, 2, 3. No, not three. Not three, but so very close. Just like that, Tammy Mullins has turned this thing around. Went for the headbutt. Reversed by Halie Nolan. Saw it coming. Neck breaker. And now Nolan going upstairs. And splash off the top. Into the cover. 1, 2, not yet. Tammy Mullins isn't going to give it up yet. And drop kick right to the upper back. Halie Nolan has looked very impressive here tonight against Tammy Mullins. Mullins just may be feeling that Women's World Championship slipping through her fingertips. And Mullins now fighting back with everything she's got. Nolan able to avoid contact on the drop kick. And Bulldog by the Superstar. Going for the cover. This could do it. New champion. 1 and no. The champion gets the foot on the bottom rope using the rope break. Smart in terms of the champion. Don't have to use as much energy on a kick out if you can just grab the ropes. Sit out powerbomb by the champion. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. And Halie Nolan. This time it's Nolan that rolls the shoulder off the canvas. What a matchup for the Women's World title. Tammy Mullins now going upstairs. And missing with the elbow drop. Shot right to the ribs by Halie Nolan. Sent into the corner. Tammy Mullins went for it all on the elbow drop. Didn't connect. Springboard splash. 1, 2, 3. Halie Nolan has shocked the world. We see in the replay, what we're not going to see is the crash and burn by Tammy Mullins, and that may have taken Mullins out of this match. The springboard splash, and we have a new champion.
Here is your winner and new Global Wrestling Alliance Women's World Champion, the Superstar, Halie Nolan.
The biggest victory of that young lady's career. We now have a new Women's World Champion. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, the World Tag Team titles on the line is the Pitbulls challenge Sergio Dondelinger and Bob. A couple of weeks ago, #1 contenders match, spear by Mauler Isaac, and a victory over the Viking Raiders. They were named the #1 contenders right then and there. The following week, one-on-one action, Sergio Dondelinger with the Dondelinger Zinger. Put down Luther Isaac. But Luther Isaac would retaliate last week and assault Sergio Dondelinger backstage, taking out what they believe is the only member of the World Tag Team Champions team. Has Sergio fully recovered? Are we going to have new World Tag Team Champions here tonight?
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 544 pounds, the Pitbulls.
Luther and Mahler, the Isaac brothers, also known as the Pitbulls. They have been relentless in their quest to regain the World Tag Team titles, putting Sergio Dondelinger in the hospital. We understand that Dondelinger should be at 100%, but do we really know that for sure?
And introducing the champions at a combined weight of 593 pounds. They are the Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions.
The Fighting Irishman, Sergio Dondelinger and Bob. That is the one thing that we don't know yet, is what is Bob truly capable of? Is this team truly a one-man team? Or can Bob really surprise us and surprise the Pitbulls here tonight? One last look at the challengers. And one last look at the champions. And the official to take the World Tag Team Championship belts, hoists them high in the air. And we're going to get Mahler, Isaac, and Bob starting things out here. There's the bell. And right away, Bob tags out, and Sergio Dondelinger is in, cut off by Mahler, Isaac. Pump handle suplex there by Mahler, Isaac, and we're going to see if Dondelinger truly is at 100% or not. And Bob swung wildly and kind of just stood there. I don't really think he truly knows exactly what he's doing or even where the hell he really even is. Dondelinger now. Slingshots. Mahler, Isaac, and against the ropes. Down with a splash, but Mahler gets out of the way. Mahler, Isaac hooks him up. Snap suplex. Mahler over, makes the tag to younger brother Luther. And Luther Isaac now in control of Sergio Dondelinger. Forearm shot. Make that a double right into the kidney, back area. And another tag. In comes Mahler Isaac yet again. And tripping up Mahler. Sergio not going for the tag. Sergio Dondelinger with the axe kick right into the back of the head of Mahler Isaac. And down with the knee, right into the back. Sergio takes Mahler to the buckle. Now up on the middle rope. Just raining down the knuckle sandwiches. And listen to this crowd behind the Fighting Irishman. Dondelinger with the cover, looking to retain. One. Only a one. And Dondelinger now in control of Mahler Isaac. Delivers the axe kick yet again. Dondelinger sending, well, I don't know if he was trying to make the tag, but now Mahler fighting out of the corner. Mahler Isaac now sending Dondelinger into the corner. And now Dondelinger on the wrong side of town. What a shot by Mahler Isaac. What a shot. Dondelinger has been rocked. He needs to make a tag to his partner, Bob. And now Mahler taking Sergio, sends him for the ride. Shoulder tackle sends Sergio Dondelinger clear across the ring. Here's the cover. 1, 2, no. So very close, but I thought we had new champions. Elbow to the face of Bob. Mahler Isaac in control. Scoop here. And down with the chop block is Sergio Dondelinger. Dondelinger finally makes the tag, and in comes Bob. Bob in the ring. Spear by Mahler. Spear by Mahler Isaac. Cover. 1, 2. Broken up by Sergio Dondelinger. Clubbing blow right to the face. And Sergio's been rocked by Mahler. Mahler Isaac has Sergio. No! Powerbomb over the top rope to the floor. Homeless Bob has been cut in half by the spear by Mahler Isaac. And now Luther, look at this power bomb. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And the Pitbulls have done it. And it appears that the Pitbulls were right. There was only one man on this team, and the minute they got Bob in the ring, it was all she wrote.
Here are your winners, and the new Global Wrestling Alliance World Tag Team Champions, the Pitbulls.
The Pitbulls make history as the first team to become two-time World Tag Team Champions. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship. Whitney Duncan to take on Lacey Evans.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Portland, Oregon, Whitney Duncan.
Whitney Duncan to take on Lacey Evans here tonight for the #1 contendership for the Women's World Championship. The new Women's World Champion, Halie Nolan, will be watching this intently, I'm sure. But Whitney Duncan with sometimes partner Lacey Evans, both these ladies would love a shot at the new Women's World Champion. Lacey Evans making her way down, and again, these two have teamed a couple of times in the past few months. I understand that backstage these two get along pretty well, so I can imagine that both these ladies have a lot of respect for one another. But with an opportunity like this, they're going to pull no punches. A lot on the line here in this matchup. Whitney Duncan, Lacey Evans. And here we go. Lock up and chop by Duncan. And a shot by Evans. Blocked, and the hip toss by Duncan. Waits for her to get back to her feet. That right there is something out of respect. But Evans wraps up the arm. Not going to make the same mistake as Duncan did. And drop kick right to the spine. Lacey Evans now wraps up the arm again. Kick by Duncan. And German suplex by Whitney Duncan. There's a shot right to the Gertz. That'll get your attention. One. Only a one this time. Yeah, not going to be enough this early on. Not with an opportunity to challenge the Women's World Champion at stake. Duncan gets the elbow right in the face. Evans sends Whitney Duncan over the top into the floor. And moonsault, but missed. And Duncan now pouring it on to Lacey Evans. And Evans, I think her face just bounced off the apron there. Duncan now waiting for Evans to stand. Down with a double axe. The double axe handle smash by Whitney Duncan, and then sends Evans back into the ring. And Whitney Duncan hooks her up. Snap suplex with a float over. But yeah, it looked as though that the foot was underneath the bottom rope. A good call by the official. And blocked by Evans. Evans now fires back. And right back to the left arm. Lacey Evans has a plan, it seems, for sure. One. Only a one for Evans. Lacey Evans appeared to have come in here with a game plan, and that's to work on the left arm. Now working on the right one for good measure. And I guess Lacey Evans is finding that quite hilarious. I'm sure she's not finding that hilarious, however. That was right in the rib cage. One. Only a one this time for Duncan. And look at this. Evans caught her. Down right on the back of her neck. But Duncan comes back up swinging. Knockdown. There's another clothesline. Whitney Duncan, up and down with another clothesline. And Whitney Duncan's feeling it now. Duncan now has Evans in her sights. And there's a shot. Brings her down right on the back of her head. Here's the cover. This will do it. 1, 2, no. Still some fight left in Lacey Evans. And Duncan now to the middle rope. Thought better of that. It was a little bit further away than I think she anticipated. German suplex again by Whitney Duncan. And Duncan now gets a full head of steam. Head scissors takedown. And Evans has been rocked in the last few moments of this match. And now Evans with a shot. And look at this. Cobra clutch by Lacey Evans. Turns that into a backbreaker. Still holding on to it. And finally whips Duncan down to the canvas. There's another shot by Evans. Evans now with the waist lock takes Whitney Duncan face first into the mat. What a shot, a couple of them. Vicious shots by Lacey Evans. Right back to the arms. Evans now pouring it on. Inflicting some serious punishment to Whitney Duncan here in the last few moments. Lacey Evans looks like she has certainly turned this thing around. And now looks like a modified version of the Cobra Clutch here by Lacey Evans and Whitney Duncan. Duncan's got nowhere to go. She gonna give it up here? No, Duncan with a few well-placed elbows, able to fight out of that. And wrapping up the arm again. And look at this escape by Whitney Duncan into the arm drag. And Duncan now catches Evans a little off guard. Slam Duncan. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Whitney Duncan victorious. Look at this. Look at this athleticism, even that far into the match, to escape into the arm drag and then catches Evans, hikes her up, slam Duncan, the cover, the count, and the victory.
Here is your winner, Whitney Duncan.
Well, celebration may already be over for Halie Nolan because, young lady, that is your next #1 contender. It's Miss Whitney Duncan. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. Prime time. Charles Thompson against Big Bubba Mason. Well, let's show you how we got to this point. Last week, when the tournament was named, Charles Thompson in his 4-man battle royal with the windmill cutter and then sends Justin Reed over the top rope to the floor. He would then move on to the main event of that night with a powerbomb. He would defeat Ivar to move on to the championship match here tonight. As far as his opponent, Bubba Mason, bang! Discus, big boot to the face of Eric. He then takes Eric and chucks him over the top rope. And that's how Mason won his 4-man battle royal. He would go to the main event to take on strongman Aldo P. Wallace. Bam! The big boot. And it took out and turned out the lights of Aldo P. Wallace. And that's how Bubba Mason made it to the championship match tonight. The stage is set. Time, Charles Thompson, a former heavyweight champion of the world, would love to make it two-time world heavyweight champion if he can be victorious in one more match here in the main event of Star Spangled Beat Down. But his opponent is a mountain of a man himself, and here he comes.
And his opponent from Perry, Oklahoma, weighing in at 324 pounds, Big Bubba Mason.
The good old boy from Perry, Oklahoma, Big Bubba Mason, looking for his first heavyweight championship. One more victory over Primetime Charles Thompson will give him just that. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match this is going to be. We are guaranteed a brand new world's heavyweight champion right here tonight. We're about to find out who it's going to be. And there it is. The most prestigious world's heavyweight champion of all of professional wrestling. 2 out of 3 falls. Charles Thompson, Bubba Mason for the gold. The bell sounds, we're underway. Lock up between these two bulls. Clubbing blow by Mason. Bubba Mason now. What a shot right to the ribs of Charles Thompson. He may have broke one of them right there. Charles Thompson is in all kinds of trouble right from the get-go. Bubba Mason delivers another one right to the gut. Charles Thompson may not be able to breathe. Power bomb by Bubba Mason. Bubba Mason with a cover. One, and only the one. But looking for that first fall, Bubba Mason not working by the hour here. Looking to end this one as fast as he can. Thompson with the block, and now Thompson comes firing back. Thompson now drives the leg right into the canvas. Now face first into the mat, and Bubba Mason with the elbow. Clubbing blow, sending Thompson to the canvas. Look at this, grabs him by the back of the neck. Reverse choke slam by Bubba Mason. 1, 2. And so close to gaining that first fall right then and there. Now, Bubba Mason in control of Charles Thompson. Thompson tastes the top turnbuckle. Now he's tasting the back elbows of Bubba Mason. Cover here. 1. And only a 1 this time for Mason. Thompson now on the receiving end of a lot of punishment. And there's a shot by Mason against the ropes, and a knockout blow right to the side of the head. Mason now trying to get that first fall. 1, 2, and nearly had it. Nearly had it right there. Blocks the leg. And Thompson now ripping and tearing at the left arm, the left shoulder of Bubba Mason. Hooks him up, and look at that strength and power by Charles Thompson. Sweeps the leg, does Bubba Mason. And look at this freakish strength by Bubba Mason. Just throwing Charles Thompson around. Thompson now kicks Mason away. And look at this, up on the shoulders. Windmill cutter. by Charles Thompson. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that's enough to gain the first fall. Went for the kick to the midsection. You know Thompson was going to go for the power bomb up and over the top rope. And Thompson now just pounding away at Bubba Mason. Look at this, over and over and over again. Mason falls to the floor. Thompson right out after him. Slamming the knee right into the floor. If Mason can't stand, he can't pummel you. Sent right into the steps, my God. Right now, it is 1-0. Charles Thompson has the advantage. Bubba Mason's going to have to get 2 straight falls if he wants to walk out of here tonight as the world's heavyweight champion. The official up to 4. Mason looks like he's going to block whatever it was that Thompson was attempting. There's the clubbing blow. The official is up to 6. Mason back into the ring. And right back out to break the count. Mason now sending Thompson into the steel guardrail. Up and down, face first into the guardrail goes Charles Thompson. What a battle this is turning out to be, and we knew it would be. Knee to the midsection by Thompson. Looks like he was biting him. At this point, Thompson's doing whatever he's got to do to try to get a little separation from Bubba Mason. Missing the forearm on the floor. Bubba Mason's been split wide open. And face first off the steel pose goes Charles Thompson. It's hard to tell, but I think Thompson's been opened up as well. What a war this is turning out to be. And it's for all the marshmallows. The World's Heavyweight Championship. Thompson scooped up again. Face first into the apron. And Bubba Mason is rolling now. Mason now sends Thompson into the ring. Both men have been beaten, battered, and bloodied, and Mason setting him up. Bubba Mason connects with the big boot. Cover. 1, 2, 3. And we're all tied up. Mason with a shot to the face of Charles Thompson. And Thompson now with an elbow right to the girts, and a tackle by Primetime. Slamming the arm into the canvas. Mason back to his feet. Thompson avoids and grabs him by the throat and chucks him like a sack of taters. Did Big Bubba Mason. Big Bubba Mason may be a few moments away from wrapping this up, but I could be wrong. Knocked down by Thompson. Here comes Thompson again. Missing under. Snap. Power slam. Cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out by Bubba Mason. Thompson now with Mason up on his shoulder. Windmill cutter for the second time in this matchup. Thompson, kick to the midsection. He's gonna go for it. Hooks him up. Power bomb. Cover. 1, 2. And he's done it. No. No. Bubba Mason kicks out at the last moment. What a battle for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Thompson misses with the forearm. Big boot right to the face. What a war! Bubba Mason connects with the big boot. Drops the elbow. Mason now gets kicked in the face by Thompson. Thompson now comes back again. And atomic drop. Thompson right back on the attack. And look at this, punishing Bubba Mason. How are these men still going? Hooks him up and tosses him. Thompson now pulling Mason away from the ropes. Is this gonna do it? 2, no! And Charles Thompson can't believe it. He wants a faster count. What a battle. This may go down as one of the greatest world title matches of all time. And again back up and sending Thompson to the buckle. Elbows by Bubba Mason. And now lock up. Thompson back to the corner again. And up on the top rope. And off the top. Sending Thompson halfway across the ring. Drops the elbow yet again. And how much more can either of these men take? Shot right to the side of the head. Thompson now with the knee strike. Thompson with Mason in the ropes. There's a shot. And they're ripping and tearing at the left leg. Another clubbing blow right to the back. And there's the shot right to the midsection. Thompson hooks him up. Power bomb. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Charles Thompson has done it. We look at the replays. The first fall went to Charles Thompson after the windmill cutter. And the advantage went to Charles Thompson. Bubba Mason would answer back with the big boot, catching Thompson flush right in the face. That tied everything up. And finally, Charles Thompson, with this right here, went for it all, and he got it. The power bomb, the 3 count, the victory, and he is our new World Heavyweight Champion.
Here is your winner and new global.
What a battle, what a war. Primetime Charles Thompson is the champion. Tune in for Supercharge.